Joshua Carty to kick off.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson. Joshua Carty will get it underway. Should be a wet one. Off we go from Denver. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
What's that?
A first carry here for Devon Achane. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
No gain on the play.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Allen will throw. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And 6.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Raiders have come up with it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. First and 10. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. That is caught left side by Waddle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
On the handoff, this is Achane. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Jamar Stewart, they're on the stop.
Down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7.
Half 85, half 86. 319. What's that?
They'll toss it here to Achane. And he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. Need to pick it up on 3rd down.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
What's that?
They'll throw on first down with Allen. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there.
Brings up second
And it'll lead to a second down.
What's that?
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
This has been a solid opening drive, knocking on the door, first and goal. He slams it in there, and he is in. Devon Achane, touchdown Denver. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
You know, it's funny, Mike. I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their way, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling, so early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short, but there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's first and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
So after one, it's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. We're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Set. Don't, set. 59, 59.
Williams in motion. To throw, it's Herbert. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Set.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Set. Cap, set.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
Lion.
Pitts is the man in motion. Forced to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third down and 9.
Set. Ready.
On play action, it's Herbert. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Set.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Black 80. Go.
Williams in motion. Here's a toss, right side. Open space inside the 10. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Justin Herbert, touchdown Raiders.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
That ties the game at 7. Joshua Carty to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Chimere Dike now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On play action, here's Allen. Catch made there by Waddle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
A run here with Achane. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Throwing is Allen. Now a screen set up for Achane. Down the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 32 yards.
31-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Achane. And he'll try to keep his footing. Manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
319.
From the gun, it's Allen. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Ray. Run!
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Whoa! And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Pistol here for Herbert. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
At the 33-yard line.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Really?
Shotgun now for Herbert. And he let him a bit too much. And pass is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Hey, easy. We go orange. Step.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Raiders will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. On the return, it's Chindike. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Five wide.
Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9.
Set.
On play action. Now Herbert. Working free downfield. It is Williams. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives them a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Herbert now on first down. Rolling right. Now he takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Now give on the ground, and oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line, and for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
He's got his target. That's Pitts. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 18 yards and to the 18-yard line.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Raiders.
So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Herbert. We'll get this to Pitts once more. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Here's Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. In motion comes Thomas. Here's the toss as they look to run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's Isaiah Pacheco. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Allen now on first and 10. That one caught. It's Chimere Dike. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line.
10 yards.
It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
First and 10
So,
at the
first and 10
30-yard
now
line.
from the 30. They'll run with Achane. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. Two first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Play action now, and here's Allen. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Raiders' 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Alert!
Here's a give to Achane. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Allen. That is caught left side by Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, Achane opens up this 4th quarter. Putting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Round 80! Half 85, half 85. Half 10. Middle. Look out!
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Set. Real high.
Now a give up the middle. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
Set. Set.
Throwing now is Herbert. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 3.
Hey, set. Don't stop. Hey, ram. What is it?
Herbert to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. And this is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Raiders up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's DK. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
And you can see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
What is that?
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Sending it deep for Waddle. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, home. Ready? Alert! Off 52.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Let's go.
Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
What's that?
To throw once more, here's Allen. To the sideline, Waddle grabs it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
319. Look out.
Allen going to throw again. That one out wide to Achane. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Achane. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Allen on 3rd down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Jim DK. Touchdown, Broncos. An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. Broncos back within 10. It's now 24 to 14.
24. Broncos 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set. Ready.
The drive will start on the ground. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
36-yard line.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
On the toss, they'll run. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, Vegas.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the 2nd straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
This one all but over. Here's 3rd down.
Set. Grenade. Crowd right. Black 80. Black.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll drop to throw. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. final shot now for Allen. Sending it deep for Waddle. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They are off to a 3-0 start.